Hello everybody, welcome to Code 4 Plays, and we are here in a Dusty trip. Now, you have played this game, you have probably done pretty good in this game, but have you actually reached the end in this game? And I have been wondering myself, how far can you actually go going to the end? Now, the question to that, I have been able to answer in today's video, where I got as far as humanly possible and reached the end. And the end is not that ghost town as some of you may think. So we have just spawned in. We do not need a car. We need a toilet. Now, walking around, we have 2 cars. But no, we're going to go with the toilet. Right, now, it's going to be a bit of a time lapse after this, but we are going to blitz on. This is a trick I've discovered myself, but we are going to be going Iron Man mode all the way to the end. And man, making this video, it took me about 2 hours to get to the furthest point I could possibly go into. In fact, when I was going so far, my number of the distance I traveled was actually starting to freeze and even go down when I went in the direction of the road. So it's a crazy journey. Stay with us to the end, and we'll get all the achievements as well. Just passing 1,000 meters now, guys. We'll continue on to 2,000 meters. Here we go. 1,400. We are just speeding through it. Again, this toilet door is absolutely insane. 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, and coming up 2,000 meters past. We'll check back in at about 3,000 meters and see if we're still going strong. Just hit 3,000, about to just hit 3,000 then, where in terms of sandstorms and thunderstorms, it hasn't been too bad, but again, we are still quite early on. 5,000 meters is kind of the first sort of checkpoint in the game where you get the first achievement, which is 5,000 meters on your journey. We've got a couple of, a church down there, a water tower, and we've been seeing quite a few buildings. We just hit a sandstorm here. Coming up on 4,000 meters, there is looks like to be a massive sandstorm. Blitzing through it, 4,000 meters. Yo, we're nearly dead, we're nearly dead, we're nearly dead. There's no way, there's no way. Woo! Insane clutch there. And we'll move on until we hit 5,000 meters. Alright, so we're just coming up on our first achievement point in the game, and that is to reach 5,000 meters on your journey. We are still going Iron Man mode, and we are actually coming up on that 5,000 meter mark. Now, there is apparently a bridge up ahead, and we are going to be looking at that in 1 second. It is coming just over the horizon. We can see in the distance. I'll zoom in, and as we can see in just a minute, the edge of the world does kind of just drop off here and converges on this one bridge, which goes across the canyon. And there we go, badge awarded at 5,000 meters road trip for the game. A dusty trip. We have successfully accomplished the 5,000 meter achievement, and we are going to blitz on to as far as we can go. Now, there's a burning car here with what looks to be a guy with an, oh, yep, AK-47. We're not going to stick around there, but we are going to jump back. We've got a bit of a storm, it looks like, or a sandstorm, or a bit of a haze coming up ahead, so we'll see how that impacts our journey, but we're leaving the bridge behind and onto our next milestone of 10,000 meters, I think it is. So I'll see you when we get there. Just approaching 6,000. We've just passed there. 6,000 meters successfully achieved. Our next main key target is going to be 10,000 meters, where we actually reach a bit of a base settlement thing. But that is, oh, it's pitch black. Yeah, this is one thing that I have struggled with when making this and when playing this game in general. Around the 6,000 area, you are just met with just pitch black. Now, it's a bit different if you are in one of the vehicles, as you do have the headlights, so you do get a bit of a light that way, and the occasional lightning strike just there. I mean, that does provide a bit of light, but in terms of just flying on the toilet door, it does make things a bit difficult, and I did crash a couple of times. But as you can see here, we're doing all right. Just pick it up off the ground there, and we'll continue onwards. Continue forward. 7,000 meters just passed. Absolutely amazing. We are just going so quickly. It's crazy. Again, we are actually coming up on the 10,000 slowly. Got a bit of a... Ooh. Is that a little bit of a base down there? Looks to be swarming with zombies and mutants and whatnot. 8,000 meters just successfully passed. No more issues. Continuing on to 10,000. A few more buildings along this way, especially past the 8,000 mark. There was a 3-story building back there. We've had a couple of gas stations. Not sure if you can call them that. But the 3-story building there. And we've got the canyons on the left and right. Another house coming up over there. A little shack or mini gas station. 9,000 meters coming up on 10,000 meters. So we're just approaching 10,000 meters now, and we've just reached like this canyon bit with a couple of mine warning signs. There we go, our second achievement, badge awarded, 10,000 meters on our journey. Now, what the heck is all this? Looks like we have a bunch of armed militants and militia units. All right, they've got AK-47s. We had a couple of shots fired at us, but nothing the toilet can't handle. We are going to keep going through the canyon. Looks like we have an overhead arch there. A couple more stalls. Looks like something out of the Iron Man movie with some of the militia units up in the mountains. We are going to keep going. So we have successfully passed the 10,000 meter mark. We are on to the 15,000 meter and 20,000 meter mark to reach our final destination. And let's keep going. Just coming up on 12,000, just successfully hit 12,000. We passed another church back there. There's been quite a few churches on this trip. Now, if you do want to get an extra achievement, there is an achievement to kill one of the vampires at the church, so just be sure to drop in back there. We are going to keep going because our objective is to reach the end, see how far you can actually go in this game. Successfully. Ooh, got a tornado up there. We're just going to fly around that. We don't want to get bogged down there, and we are coming up on the 15,000 meter mark. So just coming up on the 15,000 meter mark, we have now reached what appears to be a base. Now, built into the side of like a sand dune with a couple of canyon features around it. We are just pulling up to it now. Looks to be a huge building complex, definitely abandoned. And there we go, our 15,000 meter badge awarded to us just down there, bottom right corner. We are going to stop here from our toilet door, and we'll just keep that on the ground. We're going to have a bit of a look around. Are these doors locked? This is my first time in this facility, but it looks to be that it's definitely, it's abandoned. I can't seem to access any of these doors. But we do have, what's in here? Oh wow. All right. Well, these are all, what is that? Six full cans of fuel, 6 full cans of water, 6 full of diesel and everything else you could possibly need. Doesn't look like you can go into any of these other spots though. Doesn't look like there's any other resources, but that's cool. So if you are coming through here by car, you can definitely fuel up, grab all the supplies you need for the end journey, and that is what we're going to continue to do here. We are going to pick up our toilet door with our big love heart and continue Iron Manning it and Supermaning it all the way to the end. Alright, let's keep going. So that's cool. So we got our 10,000 meter mark successfully achieved. There's a small resupply base there, I guess you would call that. And yeah, just keep going on to the finish. So as we're just leaving that base here, we are approaching the 16,000 meter mark. We have just passed that. Continuing strong. Our hunger isn't looking too great. Stamina is absolutely fine. And health is 100%. We are doing amazing. A-OK. We haven't really encountered no more sandstorms lightning storms at the moment, which is good to see. It's always good to see that, because they are quite annoying, especially the pitch black darkness makes it quite near impossible, especially for me flying the toilet lid, a couple more buildings there, to navigate effectively. Again, if you are traveling in one of either the van or the car, you can actually turn the headlights on, which makes it a lot easier going through the pitch black condition. Looks like we have some low, I was going to say fog, but it's actually a sandstorm. We are taking some heavy hits here, approaching our 17,000 meters. It is slowing our progress, and we actually have died there. But no matter, we have something called Roblox, so we're going to pick up our toilet board and continue onwards. It is now pitch black. 18,500 meters. Took me a sec to get in the sky there. Coming up on our beautiful 20,000. That will be our next huge monument, where we actually reach the ghost town, the last proper settlement before you go almost into the unknown, which I will be showing in a short minute as we blitz on to 20,000 successful meters. So we're just coming up on one of the final achievements, which is the 20,000 meter mark, where we do reach Ghost Town. Now, as you can see, we are only halfway through the video, so 20,000 meters, the map does not end here, and let alone the world doesn't end here. However, we are going to go through, get the achievement. I'm not going to stop in the town, because we have a long way to go before we reach the end. So there we go, we can see the city over here just in the short distance. Again, the map converges on this point. We can see the chunks from our aerial view at the moment. I do need a bit of feud, but we'll fix that shortly. Oh, alright, so it looks like once you reach this next chunk, there is a thunderstorm happening. And possibly even a tornado. Yeah, it looks, I can hear the tornado. There we go, badge awarded. We have got the achievement. 20,000 meters, these are all the achievements in terms of distance. There are no more after this, so it does beg the question, is this the end? It is definitely, it's most certainly not. So as you can see, there are a ton of arms people below that are trying to kill us, but we have the high ground, as some would say, and we are going to continue on after getting our 20,000 achievement, 20,000 meter achievement. Now, as you can see below, they are still following us. I think they're still following us. So if we get to about 20,200 meters, they should start to drop off now, and we'll be able to continue back to our final objective of finding where the end is. Alright everyone, so if you've been watching the whole way through, I have literally been flying through what I would call the void for the last 10 minutes, and I have just reached the light. Now, I've been going a good solid, this took about 2 hours to record to get up to this point, and this is flying. All directions I go now, it's only going up a little bit. There's no more road. I was actually following the road, and it actually starts to go down in meters. That's what I found at about 30,000 meters for me. Following the road, it actually started to go down from, so 30,100, I think it went down to 30,020. So I went a different direction, which was off the main road, and I've just ended up in this void section. I'm still going forwards, but yeah, I'm not sure. My hunger's, I did reach one building, as you guys saw, took a bit of the food there, and we are just continuing. I'm not sure how far we can actually go here, because we're actually starting to go down in meters, which is just strange. So if we just, even if we're adjusting the course, it's still going down. But this way it's starting to go back up. We are at 3,280 meters. Hopefully going to get to 3,203 meters, but we'll see what happens. Again, we're just flying through the white void here. We've reached the end. There's no more landmass after this if you continue following the path that takes you going up. We got nowhere to go. Maybe there's something at the end. The moon looks like it's stopped. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm still going forwards. Turning around here, looking down. See, it looks like the desert is below us. I can't tell if it's just because I'm so high, I'm practically in space. Okay, that's not. Yeah, I think we might be in space. That ain't good. Well, we're still in the void. Yeah, well, guys, this is the end. This is what it looks like. We've reached 32,490. Oh, what? What? Yo, what? Hang on, we were just what? Hold up, you have arrived at your journey's end. Well, 2 hours later. No, it's not how long the video went for, but that's about how long it took to reach here. You died to what? Good question, the void? I didn't even know why you died. Neither do I! You traveled as far as 32,500 meters. I'd say that is a damn good achievement. That is as far as it can go. As everyone watching saw, I am going to buy a revive just to show you. There's no landmass. We literally hit the void. And as you'll see here in a second, I've just bought the revive. We're just floating. We're literally in the void. There's nowhere to go. There's no land below us. As you can see, this is all real. Especially with this revive here. We've just been plonked down the middle. Yep, and we're dead again. Waste of 39 Robux, but that's alright. Now everyone can see, so it's that is the end. Anything after that, you cannot reach. So it goes on for about a little bit longer after the ghost town, or a lot longer. But yeah, that's the end of a dusty trip. So be sure to subscribe, smash the like button, comment down below. Let me know how far you've gotten trying to get to the end, and see if anyone watching, let me know if you can get past 32,500 meters. Thank you, everyone, and until next time, goodbye!